Okay, Saturday morning, flying visit again. I can't believe it.
I know, it seems to always blimmin' happen. We're not gonna, right, the next time it can't.
I swear, last time we must have had about 6 minutes in the building.
No, I keep getting rushed tonight.
I don't know, man. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
Pro Green's in the building.
What's happening, people?
What's going on, man?
I'm good. You alright?
So how you been? How you been?
I've been good, man. I've been good. I've been bad. I've been everything in between. You know, just living life, man.
So from the last time you come on the show, what have you been up to though? Like, what's been the turning points? What's changed in your life?
There's been a few dramatic episodes, isn't there? I got hit by a car. I got married. I got nicked. It's been turbulent. It's not been without event, you know. While I've been making this album, but it's good. It gave me some stuff to talk about. Yeah. But I'm back to being just happy old me. A little bit hungover.
So when did you decide that you wanted to get back on the? When did you want to get back onto the music?
I've been on the music. I just been behind the scenes, you know, just working on different things in the studio, and beyond the album, there's loads of other stuff that I've started as well. But yeah, I've always been on the music. I have felt slightly unemployed because I ain't been gigging much or doing any promo. But I just wanted to wait until I have music to talk about, because there's so much discussion on my marriage and the celebrity side of things, which I never really had until after the second album. My success come before that, so that was a little bit of a transition. I embrace it now. It is what it is. I learned that if I get angry about it, I'm the only one who's suffering. So why?
Does it make
let it be?
I hear you. Do you feel like, you know, sometimes like the tabloids and I know, because now you're in a position where, you know, you're the celebrity couple. Do you feel like that sometimes that element of the music industry takes over your life?
Do you know what? It has what it hasn't been music, because I tried to take a step back and do the album, and I wasn't allowed to ever do that, because I could have done it had I have just been recluse and me and Millie just stayed in our house and never left. You know what I mean? But we live our lives. Like, why should we have our lives dictated by trying to avoid people taking pictures? Like, it's not like we tip them off or sell pictures. We don't monetize our relationship. It's not what we do. Common misconception, because there are so many people who do nowadays. But like, what are we meant to do? Like, stay indoors so as we avoid getting photographed and end up on the blimmin' Daily Mail? Schlags. You know,
crazy. So I mean, you haven't got long this morning. It's a flying visit again. So you're back with new material.
Yes, finally.
Now I've been looking at some of the comments. I mean, like, as an artist, right? Do you take it on board, some of the things that you see on Twitter? Does it bother you about things you see on Twitter or that you see on YouTube about? No. You don't really pay attention to that at all?
No, even in little spats I've been in on Twitter, I do it for fun when I'm bored. I've stopped doing that now. I use Twitter very differently. Not telling people when I fed my dog means that when I tell people something's actually going on, it doesn't get lost amongst all the mundane rubbish that I used to tweet, and that so many people do tweet. So yeah, I've kind of backed off of social media, not completely. I just use it for what it's for, as opposed to it being a tick and a habit and me checking my phone every 2 minutes.
A lot of the things that are coming up, and I was reading it recently. These are the things that I was seeing all the time. I know what you said. I don't take it on board.
You start second guessing yourself.
Exactly.
And you can't do that as an artist.
Right. Do you feel you've mellowed out as an artist? Is that because of life changes? You haven't? No way?
Oh, mate, I'm a cheeky little on this album. Like, it ain't nothing different, mate. If anything, it's worse, because now it's like, it's not just a girl that I know, it's my wife. Like, I definitely take the mickey out of some of the stereotypes that people try and put on us. You know, he's sold out. He's got a famous or a posh wife. Like, you said out by that. What should I have married someone from Hackney? For what pressures? You meet who you meet, man. Nothing can dictate who you end up with beyond what you feel for the person that you meet. You know, that doesn't make me any less from where I'm from, or, you know, we're from where we're from, and I'm going where I'm going. Whoever, you know, I don't know where that is. Wherever I end up, but I'm not gonna have what I do in my life dictated by people saying silly things like, you know, he's gonna get posh now. He's gonna start saying "yo." Come off it, you flipping idiots.
We've got Pro Green in the building. Always a pleasure. And he's drinking. I don't even know what he's drinking this time of morning, but he's drinking something.
I'm drinking cider, mate. I'm extremely hungover. And
nice.
hair
I
of the
like
dog
it.
is the best cure. If I was drinking whiskey, which I do love a whiskey.
You love a whiskey?
I had a lot of whiskey last night, but I won't have a whiskey in the morning.
No, don't do that.
That's when it becomes, you know.
You know what you need for that as well? A remedy. You need a good Jamaican breakfast.
Mate, I'll tell you what I need. My best. I need to sleep it off and become human again. But I am only human, and I do suffer hangovers. And do you know what? The hair of the dog is working quite well. This is my second cider, and I've mellowed out an awful lot. The sugar is in the bloodstream, and I feel a hell of a lot better.
And kids, don't do this at home.
Never.
Okay, stick to water.
Yeah, drink responsibly, kids.
So listen, tell us about the new single.
New single, Lullaby, featuring Tori Kelly. Quite topical. It touches on depression, my depression as I've experienced it throughout my life. My dad committed suicide, Robin Williams. You know, more recently.
That's what I'm saying. Touching.
It's so sad because these people that do it fixate on it and they can't see anything beyond it. It's not a selfish act, and a lot of people straight away think it is. And I think it's selfish to even think it's selfish. You know, people that do that honestly believe that they have no other alternative, and the problem is people don't vocalize it. And you know, as much as the song is about depression, it's not a depressing song. It's got resolve. You know, it's a positive song. There's a very positive sentiment to it, and that sentiment is in the last lyric of mine. And it's just that things always change as long as you give them a chance to. You know, people are sold happiness as if they have to be happy all the time. You can't be happy all the time. It's not natural to be. You know, so just.
And you spoke about the fact that you went through that experience yourself. For someone listening in who may, and as it's a timely thing to talk about with the whole Robbie Williams situation, because I know it's been going off on LBC as well.
But it's just amongst men, and I did a documentary for BBC about suicide, in which I learned so much from a psychotherapist who I asked to be involved in it. And it's when you become insular and problems you let manifest inside your head without putting them out and talking to people about them, they become so much more serious than they actually are. You know, the important thing is to talk, you know, with women, of course, but especially amongst men, because everyone's so scared to be weak or be seen as weak. You know, we have a lot of pressure on us to be men. Yeah. Strong, can't ever be weak, can't ever be upset or down. So someone goes, "You all right?" And you go, "Yep." And, you know, sometimes you're not.
It's all inside.
Yeah.
And it's quite, because men find it hard to probably express themselves
in that way. Because we're not taught. And I'm not saying you should become, you know, like metrosexual and start wearing guy liner. It's got nothing to do with that, you know what I mean? It's like just, you have to be comfortable with whatever you feel, be it happiness, sadness, anger, everything. You have to accept all of your emotions as things that you feel, and as things that are temporary. Not everything lasts forever. You're not always going to be happy. You're not always going to be sad.
What's your remedies? How do you like, sometimes you just lock off for the day. How do you feel like, you know what, I need to escape from this? Is it always the music that you go back to?
A lot of the time, yeah. It's very cathartic for me, and I know a lot of artists say that, but it really is. You know, just being able to lock myself away in a room and put my thoughts on paper means that I can understand what's going on in this tiny little brain of mine. Yeah. It's just good to get things out in any which way. Like, I was an angry kid before I had a form of expression. And I guess, you know, we're not necessarily taught to express ourselves in ways beyond the norm, and we're not necessarily, this could go on forever, we're not necessarily encouraged to practice our talents. You know, we all have to follow the same education as opposed to what we're actually good at, up until a point at least. And expression really helped me. It was good. It gave me an avenue to get what was inside out, and you can find that in so many things. You know, I can't draw for it, but you know, for a lot of people it's that. And it's just about finding what you can do with yourself to get what's inside out.
Support network. So a good support network is always good as well.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because some people don't have that.
Yeah, it's about, or they think they don't have that, and that's the other problem, because you think that no one wants to hear your problems, and you don't want to burden them with your problems, so you become even more inside yourself, you know? When actually, like, real friends will listen to whatever you have to say.
Right, okay. They're looking at us. They're going, them two are getting deep.
I know.
I knew this was going to happen. I knew.
Thank you so much for having me again. Next time he's
You see why we can't talk, bro? You see why we can't talk?
Yeah.
We can't talk. Because
next time it has
we'll go for one. So go on. Plug the single quickly.
Lullaby is out on September the 14th, featuring Tori Kelly by me, Professor Green, and the album is
Who's
out.
Who's that singer anyway?
She's incredible, bro. She's from America. She's an angel. You're gonna have to look at the video to see that. How many people look like that, can sing like that, can write like that, and are actually really nice people.
Yeah.
She's incredible, man. She's a whole package. Lullaby is out on the 14th of September. Growing Up in Public, that album, 22nd of September. I hope you all enjoy it.
Wicked. Are you doing any more promo, like, around the album time?
Yeah, definitely.
We need to get you back on. No, seriously.
All right,
we need another, like, half an hour. Because we've got a lot of things to... I wanted to get into the whole hip-hop thing in the UK.
Man.
I haven't even got onto it yet. I haven't even got
hardly
into
exists now, doesn't it?
Everyone's wearing skirts.
Hey.
But listen. I'm just saying.
Hours if I let you.
Can you introduce your singer this morning, please? This morning.
Yo, what's going on? Big up everyone up bright and early. Right now, what you're about to hear is my brand new single, Lullaby, featuring the incredible Tori Kelly. In case you didn't recognise the annoyingly high-pitched voice, it's me, Professor Green. Big up.